We're on? We're live? Okay, Rhino, look at me. No, look at me with the left eye, the one that isn't clouded with judgment. Are you molting?
I'm a mammal, monkey. I don't molt, I'm just dry. It's the dry season. My skin is literally supposed to look like a topographical map of Arizona.
You look like a piece of burnt toast that fell in a construction site. It's depressing. I'm sitting across from a Depression-era boulder. Why don't you use the shea butter I brought you?
Because the shea butter smells like lavender and desperation. And last time I used it, a swarm of Africanized honeybees followed me for 4 miles thinking I was a giant walking flower. I'm a rhino. I'm supposed to smell like dirt and authority.
You smell like a basement. It's bad for the brand. We're a top-tier jungle podcast. People listen for the charisma. I bring the energy. You bring the, heavy breathing and the gray aesthetic.
My aesthetic is 3,000 pounds of muscle. Your aesthetic is unemployed circus performer. Can we start the show? So, I heard you had a financial incident at the watering hole last night.
It wasn't an incident. It was an investment.
You bet 3 weeks' worth of fermented marula fruit on a dung beetle race.
Look, Swift Kick had the best stats. He's been rolling 10-gram loads since he was a larva. He had the form, he had the leg drive. He just got distracted by a fresh pile from an elephant and veered off course. It's a tragedy, really. Professional sports are corrupt.
You're broke, aren't you?
I'm liquidity challenged, which is why I need you to cover my half of the studio rent.
The studio is a desk in a clearing, monkey. We don't pay rent.
Tell that to the gorillas. They've decided this is premium canopy real estate now. They've started wearing tiny clip-on ties and calling themselves property managers. One of them tried to hand me a lease written on a banana leaf.
You ate the lease.
I ate it. It was a high-fiber protest.
I want to talk about the state of dating in the savannah. It's a disaster.
I'm a monkey, Rhino. My Tinder is just screaming from a tree until someone screams back. It's very efficient. Zero ghosting.
I tried that new app, Wildr. Have you seen this? Well, for us civilized animals, it's hard. I swiped right on a giraffe. We matched. We're talking. The vibe is good. We meet up.
Let me guess. The height difference?
It was like dating a skyscraper. I'm talking to her kneecaps the whole time. I'm pouring my heart out about my childhood, my insecurities, about my horn size. And she's up there eating an acacia branch. She didn't hear a word I said for 40 minutes.
See, that's your problem. You're looking for connection. You need to look for utility. I once dated a lemur just because she had a great grip. We didn't talk. We just hung out and didn't fall out of trees. Best 3 days of my life.
I want someone who understands the burden of being a keystone species. I want someone who doesn't just see me as a tank.
To be fair, you were a tank. If you were a car, you'd be a 1998 Hummer with no radio and a broken AC. You're not boyfriend material, Rhino. You're security guard material. Are you tired of losing your watering hole rights to a younger, more aggressive relative? Do you worry that your favorite mud wallow is being gentrified by a dazzle of zebras?
At Gape and Guard Insurance, we don't just give you a quote. We give you a 2,000-pound territorial claim.
Switch today and save up to 15% on your annual Don't Eat My Kids premium. Our agents are standing by, literally. They're just standing in the river staring at people until they leave.
Gape and Guard, because I'm sorry doesn't fix a punctured lung.
All right, we need to address the striped elephant in the room. Rhino, let's talk about zebras.
Oh, here we go. What did a zebra do to you today?
It's not what they did, it's their vibe. I was hanging out by the salt lick this morning, right? A dazzle of zebras. And yes, they call themselves a dazzle, which is the most narcissistic thing I've ever heard. Walks up. They don't just walk, Rhino. They runway walk.
They are very coordinated. I'll give them that.
It's a cult. I tried to ask one of them if the water was clean, and he just looked at me, tossed his mane, and said, "Does this pattern make me look too busy?" I said, "Bro, you're a horse in pajamas. Relax."
You called a zebra a horse in pajamas? To his face?
To his snout. And he had the audacity to tell me that his stripes were bespoke. He said no two patterns are the same. He's like, "I'm a unique snowflake monkey." I told him, "You look like a barcode. If I had a scanner, I'd find out you're worth $2.99 and a bag of trail mix."
See, you're just jealous because you're a uniform brown. You have no flair.
Flare? Rhino, they use dazzle camouflage to confuse predators. That's not survival. That's just being so annoying to look at that a lion gets a migraine and leaves. That is the height of privilege. I'm so pretty you can't even focus on my jugular. Must be nice.
I don't know, man. I appreciate the commitment to the look. I've been the same shade of pavement for 20 years. Sometimes I wish I had a racing stripe.
You'd look like a repurposed bowling ball. Stick to the gray.
You know what really bothers me? Did you hear the hyenas last night? They were right behind my sleeping thicket until 3 a.m. Stop! Don't! It's too soon. My left ear is still ringing. What is the joke, monkey? What is so funny at 3 a.m. in a pitch-black savanna?
That's the thing. It's fake. I did a deep dive on this. It's not laughter. It's a nervous tick. They're basically the theater kids of the animal kingdom. They're constantly on.
It feels personal. I was trying to have a moment of silence, thinking about my late uncle, who is now a footstool in New Jersey, and I hear, "Whoop, hey, hey, hey," from the bushes. I turned around and asked, "Is something funny?"
And?
The lead one just looks at me and goes, "It's a social lubricant, Rhino. You wouldn't get it." A social lubricant? You're eating a rotting carcass, Brenda. You're not at a cocktail mixer.
They have the worst PR team in history. They're actually very efficient hunters, but because they sound like a group of middle schoolers watching a fail video, nobody respects them. If they just hissed or roared, they'd be terrifying. But no, they choose to sound like a broken slide whistle.
It's the bad friend energy. You know that guy who laughs at his own jokes before he finishes them? That's the entire hyena species.
If there are any hyenas listening, and I know you are, because you have nothing better to do than scavenge for content, get a new bit. Try a low hum. Give us something else.
They won't. They're committed to the bit, just like the zebras are committed to the stripes.
I hate it here. Why didn't I move to the Galapagos? I could have been a tortoise, just sitting on a rock, eating cactus, no drama.
You'd be bored in 2 days. You need the drama. You're the one who told the warthog his tusks looked symmetrical, but in a cheap way.
Well, they did. He looked like he got them at a gas station.
You know what really grinds my gears? The humans with the cameras.
Oh, I love the humans. They have the best snacks. One guy dropped a protein bar yesterday. It tasted like chalk and sadness, but I felt like I could climb to the moon afterwards.
They just stare. They park that Jeep and they whisper like I can't hear them. Oh, look at the majestic creature. I'm trying to go to the bathroom. Brenda, give me some privacy. How would they like it if I stood outside their bathroom in a Jeep and took burst fire photos while they were on the porcelain?
I'd pay to see that, you in a tiny safari vest, holding a Nikon with your hooves.
It's dehumanizing, or de-animalizing.
Anyway, we're out of time. I have to go meet the gorillas. I think I owe them a favor since I ate their paperwork.
You're going to get us evicted.
Relax. I'll tell them you're the muscle. This has been Horn and Tail. If you liked it, leave a review under a rock. If you didn't, tell a lion. They love complaints.
Don't do that. Don't listen to him. Goodbye.